Hey friends, welcome to my page DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. How is everybody? I told you we were going to do this project. Oh yeah, there's my ink mat. I'm like, do I have an ink mat ready? I actually do. So it's underneath everything. Sorry. Anyways, it's stuck to my parchment paper. Anyways, I wanted to use an older one in case I ruin it. Because you never know. So we are going to do a technique that I saw one of our really talented designers do while I was over in Africa. She was over here playing and doing all this greatness. So, and many people have done it since then, but it's my turn. It is my turn to try it. So Comet with bleach. There's Comet with bleach. There's Soft Scrub with bleach. You want it to be the thicker gel. You don't want it to be just runny like bleach because it will go underneath here. You can create your own bleach gel. I haven't done it. There's a formula of whatever you put in it, but I'm going to do it the easy way. I could do a lot of shirts with this, couldn't I? Wouldn't it be fun to sell these shirts? I wish I could get them wholesale because I love these shirts. I do think that I should just get some regular shirts. I'm hoping that there's a really cool transfer come out in the next release that I can do for my summer shows, because my summer show is at the end of July. First part of August. I miss the patriotic season part. Even though people wear these year round, I feel like I would need to focus on something else, like maybe a fall one, maybe a great pumpkin one. I'm excited. Anyways, lots of possibilities. So I did research on, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I'll lose my head if it's not attached. Hydrogen peroxide stops the bleaching action. So we'll bleach this, we'll dry it, and you just spread it on with a squeegee, and you're gonna put your stencil on just like you normally do when you ink a t-shirt. I also have a second project because I've been working on these at night, trying to get all of my little Peanuts characters done. Another stander. I did 2 of them, but I'm only going to chalk one at a time because there is so much detail. I don't know that I can line up the stencil, so I'm going to do one of them with you guys. Anyways, and where's the stand? Oh, there's the stand. So we'll do that second, okay? So that's the one. We've done it before. We did that one on a sign, and it sold right away at the craft show. So it's one for the positive vibes. So it's just the characters. Anyways, lots of fun stuff. Both of them are really quick. So I thought, okay, let's do 2 for 1 today. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hope you all are doing well. And let's go ahead and let me just share this to VIP group. I'm going to put you down to this really cool project. I'll check out my comments. And let's see, I got to turn it around now. Upside down. I don't know if I'll ever get that camera fixed. When I installed my camera, it's just backwards. It's just the way it is. It's because the length of the cord. So anyways, here we go. This is our project, and we'll put the ink mat in. We will do our Comet, and then we're going to use chalk paste on the other project. Okay, so it will bleach this out. You want to use a darker fabric, because guess what? If you use it on a white one, it's not going to show up. And I'm not going to color it in. Now, Miss Brenda Durant, she bleached it and then she colored her Snoopy. I think Snoopy is going to look okay, but guess what? If by some chance I get it done and I'm like, oh no, I need to paint him in with ink, then we'll just do that. So I don't know what's going to end up happening. I don't know if I'm going to just like it the way it is. I really want it to be vintage, like in the 80s. We had shirts and stuff that looked like this. That's what I'm going for. Anyways, okay, let me get to comments. And let me get to, where am I? I'm going to put myself up in the corner. Oops. Oh, no. Try it again, Darlene. This, that. Holy cow, it's not wanting to go. There we go. Third time's a charm. Okay, let me share the VIP group. I'm excited about this one. I think it's going to be a goodie. And you know what? When here's the great thing that I love about Chocator is that we share ideas and we say, yes, please, or even share the picture. We share ideas, we share the pictures. We sharing is caring, and we do not feel like someone's stealing our ideas. We want people to steal our ideas. Take the ideas and run with it, because guess what? That's what it's all about in life, is sharing and helping each other, right? So good morning, Doris. How are you? Hi, Carrie. Hi, Darlene Barr. Hi, Barb. Hi, Denise. Hi, Pam. Hello, April. Hi, Sherry. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Audrey. Good morning. Hi, Tracy, my friend. I am happy I'm back too. Doris said, not to be a downer, but please keep in mind that combining bleach and yes. Okay, so yes, bleach and hydrogen peroxide can create toxic fumes. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna open my door. Thanks for the reminder. Let me see. I might need to turn on my fan. Okay. So maybe people do this outside. So the hydrogen peroxide is very watered down. I can't turn on my fan because it's not. My door is open. Okay. And if I have to exit the room, I'll do it quickly. So the hydrogen peroxide is actually watered down, 10% hydrogen peroxide, 90% water. So there's barely any hydrogen peroxide in here. So that was the ratio that I saw when I Googled it. Now, the other thing that Brenda did was she just dried it, and then she promptly put it in the washer and washed it. So that was another option. So thank you. Yeah, I don't think I would combine them like right, like the full strength. So it is watered down. So we'll see. If I need to move the t-shirt into the other room, I can do that. We will see. We'll play it by ear, because you know how things go for me. All right. Hi, Lori. How are you? But I will take all the reminders. I'll take all the stuff that anybody wants to give me. So, hey, Stephanie. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Laura. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Vicky. Good morning. All right, guys, let's get started with this project. Okay, I'm going to take my ink mat. I'm going to see if I can just wiggle it in there in place. And I'm going to do this fairly close because it is a V-neck. So I'm going to start about right there. This is one that I just cut it in half. We do have a new size now that is smaller, which is nice, but you can always still just cut your ink mats in half. Okay, let's see if I can get it in here and not have to do too much adjusting. Okay. All right. So while I am doing this, can I ask y'all's advice? So if you had a close friend that maybe you disagreed on something about something, you just agreed on things with, and you really cared about this friend, but this friend wouldn't stop sending you message after message about this topic, and you've already said, please stop. I just feel pushed that I'm going to have to block this person. They won't stop. And I haven't just said, please stop a couple of times. I have said, please stop. I do not want this to destroy our friendship. And they still won't stop. So I feel really sad that that people can't respect boundaries. And you know what? I think that might be too low. I need to move the ink mat up. Okay, I'm not happy with where my ink mat is. I am going to move it up just a little bit. So despite having it perfect right there, it needs to go up just a little bit. So I know. I'm like, of course I'm going to cough. Okay, let's see if I can do it or if I have to turn it inside out. Turning it inside out is an easy way to do it. But yeah, I have this friend and we had a discussion and we disagreed. And that's okay because I do not have to believe what you believe. We all have our own rights, and we all have our own reasons for believing that we're right about something. And if someone says, please stop, please stop. At this point, I just am ignoring the messages. I just can't even go there because I don't want to lose the friendship. But this person is still sending messages. Hello, please stop. If you're watching me right now, sometimes this person does watch. Please stop and respect boundaries. Hello. Anyways, we do not need to all be on the same side of every subject that is out there, right? We don't, okay? But we do have to be kind, and we do need to be respectful. And if somebody asks you to please stop, please just stop. Okay, I'm going to stop now. All right, so I've got it all smooth. I have it where I want it to be. It appears to be even. Well, let's see. Did you lose sound? Did everybody lose sound? Siri, I'm not talking to you, Siri. It could be that Siri is, hello. There we go. Maybe Siri has something to do with it. All right, let me just go back and read more messages here. Good morning, Vicky. How are you? Laura says, she is so mad at the puppy. She peed on the couch. Guess what? We had that happen too. We have a puppy that likes to pee on my husband's bed. That's, I think that's a little bit even worse than the couch. So, I'm sorry that happened. I would get it, if you are able to get it professionally cleaned, or you have a machine to clean it so that that smell is out of it, you need to do that, because the dog is going to smell that and they're going to pee in that same area again and again. So, gosh, I'm sorry. We have had the same situation where my husband went to sit down and the dog had peed in his recliner because they claim it. They claim that person. I don't know. So, hi, Janine. How are you? Sherry says I blocked them, and just, yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that because, well, I've already asked them that question, Barb. I've already said that, I actually said this, that I believe that Satan is working and trying to destroy families and friends, and that I am choosing friendship, and this conversation's over. But for that person, it's not. They just keep sending messages. So yeah, I'm going to end up blocking them. Sad, very sad. Okay, guys, let's get all of our air bubbles out. I have a larger squeegee here. If you feel like you might have an oopsie and go off the edges, then go ahead and tape around it. I did notice that on one of the projects that someone had done with the bleach, that they did use tape around it, and I think that's just to protect it, just in case it decides to migrate off of the stencil. Okay, so we are going to do that. All right, and then we are just going to put this on just like we would put chalk paste on. So I know, Laura, yeah, I know, it is a good thing that our animals are so cute, because guess what? We would not be happy. We would not be happy with them for doing that. Okay, it is open. Wanted to make sure there wasn't, sometimes there's like a foil thing. I might have taken it off already. Okay, I'm going to just put a small amount in here. I am hoping that this is the consistency that I want it. Yep, it is like a paste type consistency. All right. I'm already coughing, so I'm not going to know if I'm coughing because of this. I know that it does matter the direction that you go in, and I'm going to actually swipe sideways on this because I did see that there were lines in a couple of people's that did this. I'm going to kind of go sideways with it. And it probably is going to soak it up. And I might have to put a second coat. I'm not sure. Oh, it just smells like Comet. I remember having to clean bathtubs with Comet. I don't buy it it doesn't, it's not one of those cleaners that bothers me. We switched to scrubbing bubbles for all of our bathtubs and toilets. But I remember as a child, because you could get those things of Comet for like 17 cents or whatever it was. Anyways, oh, speaking of things being cheap like that, when we were over in Africa, one of the girls found one of her favorite sauces in the little shop at the safari park, and it cost her 15 cents for a bottle of it. I think she got like 6 bottles for all of her friends. I may walk out and go grab my coffee. I have my coffee on the counter. I didn't drink it all. I can't. I usually would slam a whole cup, and I can't do that anymore. Okay, so I can see it's starting to change. Now some fabric is going to change different than others. And if it didn't change and it wasn't, this is not the cheap t-shirt. So this is a mixture. This is polyester cotton. I just might have to go get a drink. Anyways, it might be different than some. So I don't want to put too much and have it seep underneath, because you cannot fix a boo-boo on this. You would have to paint over it or something to try to match the color. So I'm just trying to lightly put a second coat, and we're going to see how this is, guys. When we dry it, it's supposed to turn. So let's see. Let's take this off and let's do this. I have my backer sheet right here to plop that onto. Okay, taking off the tape. I didn't really need it because I was pretty careful. So taking off the tape all the way around. My dogs are like, how come I'm hearing Mom's voice? I usually have the door shut, so they are listening to me. All right. Here we go. Oh, you know what? It's ripping my stencil. Yeah, it's taking the edge off my stencil. It's okay. I will just trim that. Oh, well. Hello. Okay. I don't think you have to leave it on for a certain amount of time. Look at that. Look at that. It took off the corner. I'm okay. I'm just going to trim it. Okay. Are we ready to take this off? Hi, Carol. How are you? The top of the U looks like I missed it. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. That's why I went back over everything. It didn't miss it. I think it's the shadow. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's take it off and let's see what we got. We're going to dry with the heat gun and take a look at it. It might be lighter or darker in areas. Okay, so I'm looking at the S part. Let me just go over that one more time right there. I think that sometimes it just seeps into the fabric. And keep in mind that you need to be watching your fingers if you have it on your fingers. Okay, and I don't have any wipes in here for me. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try it again. It's looking good. You can always paint it in. If you feel like you didn't get enough, like the S is kind of, whoops. Oh, guess what? It just dropped on my shoe. I'm gonna have like a mark on my shoe. Okay, I'm gonna go over the S again. I might not have put enough. So I'm gonna go over the S one more time. Okay. And then when we dry it, I think that's going to be the time that it turns. Okay. All right. Oh. Hello. Now it's really, I don't want just the S to show. I'm going to have to do all the letters again. Sorry, guys. To match, because I put extra on the S. So let's do all the letters one more time. And they will really stand out. Okay, so it's okay. I'm learning. So if I have to learn with one t-shirt, then that's okay. All right, the corner. Hello. There we go. Okay. All right, let me get this off my fingers. Okay. I think it's just not going to look completely even. Okay, when I dry that, it's going to show up. Okay, so let me do this. Let's put this on here. I'm going to put this somewhere very careful so my dogs don't come in and lick it because they do crazy things. Okay, let's dry this as much as we can with the ink mat in there. You don't want to warp your ink mat. Okay, so this is the Comet with bleach. Okay, so it's just a different technique. It might not show up as much as I wanted it to, but this is actually how I wanted it to be. I want it to just kind of be rustic, retro like that. I like that the USA is showing up a lot. I actually think it's how I wanted it to be. Okay, so I'm drying it, and then here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ink mat out, but I need to put something in there. So I do have my paper to put in there. I'm going to take out the ink mat. You don't have to be as careful because it's already dry. Okay, and then I'm going to spritz it with the hydrogen peroxide. You don't have to soak it. You just have to spritz it. It's going to stop the bleaching action so that you don't get holes, okay? So I mixed my hydrogen peroxide. I poured it all into a cup. And then this is 10% hydrogen peroxide, 90% just water. So let's see if this works. Do I have it on? There we go. On. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to spray it, and then I'll dry it again. And I think that is just supposed to stop the bleaching and neutralizes it. Going to stop the bleaching process, and I'm going to be happy with this. I think it's cute. So it doesn't all have to be, because these lines are thinner down here, that's why they're different. Okay, so everything has been saturated. Let's dry this now. The measurement of, what's the measurement of bleach and Comet? It's right from the jar. It's just what's in there. You don't change it at all. You just take it out and you put it into a little tray. So now I'm just going to dry that. You can let it dry on its own, but I just want to dry it a little bit, and then we'll move it. And it could cause some other changes. I don't know. Maybe it'll change. I'm just going to dry it a little bit so it's not completely soaked. And then I am going to wash this by itself. So I will be putting it on like a short cycle. How cute is that? It is exactly what I wanted it to be. So I'm very happy with that. So let's just set this to the side. I will wash it on a short cycle just to rinse it out and get all those chemicals out. I will be doing that as soon as I'm done here. So Pam, all I did was I put it right here. So it's Comet Soft Cleaner with bleach. Okay, it comes with bleach, and it looks like this. It just kind of looks like ink. Yep. This actually came from Brenda Durant. She's a brainiac. She has all the great ideas. So you can use this on darker colors. I am imagining this on my red, you can use this with a gingerbread pattern on a red apron, anything that you want to use it on. Okay, so I'm going to just set this somewhere. I'm actually going to move my stuff. We have a second little thing to do because I painted this last night. I actually painted two, but I'm not comfortable with chalking two of them at a time because lining them up is a pain. Okay, I'm just going to move this over here. That is so cute. I can't wait to wear the shirt. I think I'll wear it tomorrow. Okay. Now, I feel like the thicker letters definitely showed up better, but everything actually looked good. Thank you, Deb. So I got my Comet. I was sick, and I'm like, I'm going to order the Comet. I just got it on Amazon, but you can get it at your local store, your Walmart. I'm sure they have a smaller bottle than this. This would do probably 100, not really, maybe 50 t-shirts. Okay, so we sell these, but I haven't done it as a stander. I did it previously as a sign, but I painted 2 of these last night tediously. It's scored, so you paint the whole thing. What I had to go back, and I had to do Lucy's hair because her hair's done in black, and then Linus's hair is on his head. You can see through it, so I had to go back and do that. So I'm going to line this up. See, this is exactly why I'm only doing one of them at a time, because, hello, it would be really hard to line 2 up. So I'll do this one, I'll wash my stencil, and then I will do my second one. If I can get it lined up. Sometimes things like this that have a lot of detail, they take a couple of tries to get it lined up perfectly, because you want to get all of the features lined up. I'm aiming for, okay, so there we go. I'm looking at noses. Trying to line up the noses and get all of the things perfect. Okay, it looks like I got it. I got it. Okay, so I don't have to worry about the words. I don't have to worry about anything. All I need to do is chalk this. So, I had a squeegee, and I lost my squeegee. No, here's the squeegee. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna try to get off all of these. So we sell these cutouts on the website, and this was just one that I recently added as a stander. You've tried 2 different bleaching projects, and neither one turned out. Did you use Comet, or did you use just bleach? Because if you use just bleach, it's too runny. You have to use something that's thick. See how this looks like the consistency of ink? If you look at it, it's a gel. So this actually worked really good. I have been told not to just use bleach, because bleach leaks underneath. So I'm going to take it from the master, because I feel like of all the people in Chalk Couture, Miss Brenda Durant is the queen of all. I mean, honestly, okay, so here's something about her. She lives close to where the Chalk Couture warehouse is, and frequently they will need something created, and she's their girl. She's always willing to help them, to go pick up stencils from the warehouse and throw together fantastic projects. She is one of the top leaders in the company, and I can see why. She has a great team, and she leads by example. She creates, maybe not daily, but she creates on a weekly basis and inspires others. And I love that. I love that in her, that she has not lost her creativity. You know, sometimes you're in a business and it gets old to you, and you lose your spark, and you just kind of go through the motions. Many people do, and then they end up quitting that business. She did have a point in her life. At one point, she talked about that she had lost her spark, and boy, oh boy, has she gained it back, because she creates and creates and creates and makes fantastic things that are just different, and they keep us going. I rarely do a project that's exactly like one of hers, but that one I just needed to. She did color in her Snoopy. I just want to leave it just how it is. Okay, I think I got it, guys. I want to make sure it's nice and smooth, and it is time to take this off. Are you ready to see this? I always love the peel and reveal, because it's when you go, oh my goodness, it just makes such a difference. You all saw what it looked like before I chalked it, and here we go. Here is our cutest little stander. And I am certain this is going to sell right away also. Oh, I'm looking for my backer sheet. Hello, Darlene. Your backer sheet is under your project. So I have a second one that I will do. What I'll do when I'm done here, I'm going to run out there. I'm going to wash my stencils. I'm going to throw the thing in there. I'll do a second one. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so sorry about the coughing. Evidently, it doesn't even work to do my hot honey lemon water. Okay, let me go ahead and I'm going to go in closer for you guys because it turned out so stinking cute. If you haven't tried this one, you really should. It is worth all the time to do the details. It really is. All the teeny tiny details make it on this one. All right, so I'm going to dry it and we'll put it in the stand and we'll be done, you guys. And I'm going to set this over here because I'm going to go wash that along with my other stuff. My first thing of order will be to put that t-shirt in the washer. My washer is empty. I knew that for a reason. Yeah, isn't it so cute? I just love it. Okay, I want to do this on a shirt too. But that means painting every little detail and then going back over it and doing the detail, the line work again. Okay, so this just goes in here. I do not have my glue gun plugged in. I will do that in a moment. I might just put glue at the back. Sometimes if I'm not in a hurry to go to my craft show, I'll just put a little bit of glue at the back. So here we go. Let's go ahead and let's just take that back out. I wanted to make sure it fit because of what happened yesterday. I really need to check it every single time. Okay, so gluing this in. You've done 3 of these on the cat. Yes, they're a lot of tedious work, but guess what? I enjoyed it. I actually just sat there last night. It was actually a little bit later than it should have been, but I just wanted to do it. I had been doing paperwork all day long, and my brain was a little bit fried. So I just needed to have something to relax my brain. And so I painted 2 of these. Okay, I'm just going to slide it down in. And then I'm going to just put, instead of using my hot glue, I'm just going to put a little bit of this glue at the back to just help hold that. All right. It doesn't take a lot. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay. I love the t-shirt. Can't wait to just hold it up to show you. I'm looking for questions. Oh, you want to do the cutting board like she does? Okay, yeah. Cheryl, the cutting board. Oh, sorry. Blank screen. Hello. I actually have that cutting board. It's been sitting on my kitchen table and I need to do it. But it is a lot of work. So I kind of thought, okay, I'm going to take this out. I kind of thought that, and I'm going to throw this away because it probably does have stuff on it. So I don't want to heat set that next time. Look at how cute this is. So I have the cutting board on my table and I'm going to go closer. Hello. Let me just get in closer for you guys and I'll stand up. So look how cute it is. I'm going to go put it in the washer. I'm thinking that maybe in today's, like tomorrow is another Tiffany Thiessen release. And there might be something in there that I want. I love chickens. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll wait for chickens. Maybe there'll be something chicken for my cutting board. So I'm kind of waiting for that. But I have the glass cutting board that she has. I don't know if I dare use it. I probably would sell it and just say, be careful. It is glass. So, okay, guys, I love it. It's so cute. Hope you enjoyed this. My hair is a mess, but oh my goodness. It just like, I comb it and then it just does its own thing. It really does. All right. I love you guys. Hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. It is hump day. We are halfway through our week. All right. Love you guys. Bye. Can't wait.